How does your training frequency impact variables such as hypertrophy and strength gains? Follow along to find out. In an umbrella review that was recently conducted, they were looking at resistance training and a bunch of different variables that go along with resistance training. In this particular section of the article, they were discussing training frequency. Training frequency is described as basically how many times per week you are doing particular work, whether it be, my upper body, I'm hitting that 1 day a week, or whether I'm hitting it 3 days a week. That would be training frequency. Strength is defined as how much force you can produce, and hypertrophy is defined as building muscle. And so in this part of the article, they're looking at how many times per week we work will impact these variables. And interestingly enough, the article found that it was negligible in hypertrophy and has potential impact for strength gains. There was some ambiguity in the results because in the results, frequency is very related to what we call volume. Volume is the amount of work that we do in a week. And so whenever I think about my volume, we know that volume directly impacts your strength and hypertrophy gains. The more work you do, the more of those things you get. But does it matter if I do all of my upper body on just 1 day? Maybe I do 5 sets a week and I'm doing all 5 sets on Monday, or do I do 2 sets on Monday and 3 sets on Thursday? Is there a difference between hypertrophy and strength? And basically the answer is that there is no difference between those two scenarios. Whether you do 5 sets on 1 day or whether you do 2 sets on Monday and 3 sets on Tuesday, over the long term, there is no difference between those training frequencies and strength and hypertrophy. However, if you don't try to keep your volume equal, if you are just looking at frequency, then in that case, your strength and hypertrophy is better with greater increases in frequency. However, they're not equating volume, meaning that if I were to work out 3 sets on Monday, 3 sets on Wednesday, and 3 sets on Friday, you're going to see better strength and hypertrophy gains than if you just do it once a week, 3 sets on Monday. And that makes sense because if you are doing 3 days a week and you're doing more work in the week than if you're just doing it once a week, then yes, you're going to see better strength and hypertrophy gains. And so basically the authors of the study concluded by saying that if you are looking for frequency to impact the way that you train, it would be really, really, really hard if you're trying to get 20 sets per week of a muscle group. It's going to be really hard for you to do that on 1 day. And it will be easier for you to spread that out throughout the week. You could probably do it, but it may not be as advantageous for you in the long run than if you try to spread it out throughout the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave those down in the comments section below. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day.